In the traders war room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gon' quit, ain't no way we gon' lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come and learn how to trade stocks. We rentless with the attack when this thing pop. We market warriors.
After the video, check out short promos of TWR's hottest products and services. So real quick, I didn't push any alerts on the platform today. My oldest son got ready to deploy out to Europe, and today was family day. That's him and my granddaughter right there. It was a very special ceremony. You know, he's following in my footsteps, which I can't be more proud of him. And I'm just very thankful that we've been blessed so much. I wish him a great deployment, a safe return, and I'll make sure that his family's taken care of here stateside so he doesn't have to worry about anything except for coming back home safe and sound. But that doesn't mean TWR didn't have alerts. Guys, I got over 40 analysts and 100 signals that post every single day the market's open. Let's talk about some of our algo bots that I have that run consistently, man. These are all proprietary algorithms that TWR creates utilizing artificial intelligence and machine learning. You won't find anything else like these on any other platform. I promise you that, only on the TWR platforms. Let's take a look at a couple of them. Tesla Killer was going off. It opened up a short, went ahead and closed the short, and then opened up the long and closed the long. So definitely a good opportunity to scalp the market with Tesla utilizing TWR proprietary algos. All right, let's take a look at the Apple King algo. Swing trade over the weekend with a long position. It closed out of it today, and it reopened up another swing trade position for long at 245, and that was about a 15-minute trade. So a definite opportunity to go ahead and scalp the market on Apple trades with some long position trades. Shiner was doing his thing with the futures. Listen, team, if you're interested in trading futures, TWR is absolutely your place for future activity, okay? We have the best future traders. Shiner is by far the most experienced trader I know that's on any of the Discord platforms, guys. And we have a whole slew of other future traders. We got McJohn, we got Expo Jesse. I'm telling you, we have it stacked for futures trading. So if futures are your thing, TWR is your home. MTA coming in today with some nice trades on SPY, going with the long position on SPY, taking that for some big gains all the way out, and then leaving one for a good measure for a run. Mr. Consistency, TLM, and guys, you're only going to find him on TWR, but opening a position long on QQQ 135, running with it, pushing all the way to 203, and then moving that stop loss above break even, making it risk-free. Snowman coming in, skating his way to the bank as always. Looking at ZS, went ahead and did a 180 entry into a call for at 283, and went ahead and started trimming out at 62 bucks profit, and then 84 bucks. Probably left a few runners, as he always does, to see if he can squeeze out a little more juice. Guys, Snowman is cold. He's ice cold, man, and he's only on the TWR platform. Kumo with a nice swing trade over here off of the debit spread. Now, if spreads are something you like, TWR definitely is where you want to come for your action, because we have the best spreads. I'm about to show you a spread that is absolutely a fire spread, and it's just one of the spreads. But this one right here by Kumo, this spread, Kumo is by far one of the most consistent spread traders out there. Kumo does regular options as well, but spreads is really where Kumo shines, because the spread trading that Kumo does always are on point, and I would give this about 98% of the time, always make money. Now, TWR has an algo spread that runs, or an algorithm that we created. Again, they're all proprietary, and it gives you probability of tickers based off of parameters. This one that we opened on 7 November was a 79% chance for Boeing to go ahead and make a bullish move up. I don't know if you paid attention to Boeing today, guys, but Boeing absolutely hit above 200 and made all sorts of targets. And this contract right here, this was a spread that we got in at 100 per contract with the max profit right there of 400 per contract. Note, we ended up getting 10 of these contracts, so max profit would be 4,000. Take a look at it today. Note, this is just a snippet I pulled tonight off of Webull, but I want you to look at it. The important part of this is look at the limit price, $425. Now, that's above our max price, so when we go to sell this contract tomorrow, we won't be able to get $425 because our max price was a little bit under this, but all good, right? Because our max price was at 4 per spread contract. Guys, we have 10 of these, okay? Just imagine spending $1,000 and making 4,000. That's a come up, okay? That's life-changing money right there. And TWR is the only one that's giving you fire spread trades. I don't know another platform that's giving out bangers on the spread game like we do. Now, we have so much to offer on the platform. I don't want to bore you with all of the alerts, but look at this, okay? Leaps and spreads. We have stocks, futures, crypto, forex, sports betting. Guys, truly something for everyone, every budget, and every style at Traders World. And we have 4 platforms. Our penny and stock alerts platform, hey, if it's under 20 bucks and it's moving and shaking, we're trying to trade it and we're going to make fire off of the penny and the small caps. You find some of those applications too aggressive or too hard to follow when it's moving and pumping. Guys, we got the text message alerts, man. Get those high quality signals sent right to your phone via text message and make that fire money, guys. Want a little bit more than just a text message giving you some information, but you don't need as much aggression as with some of the more bigger platforms like a Discord or some of the other ones? Well, then we got the instant message alerts. Less noise, just alerts, and we got some technical analysis and DD bots on there to help you out. And don't forget about our flagship, guys, the TWR All Access Discord platform. This was the original that we started TWR with. This is our flagship application. This is where you get all the dings, all the pings, all the live trading, everything we offer on TWR. You can come to the Discord and you can get it right here on the home. And don't forget about the TWR Trading and Investing Clubs. Listen, this is the last club of 2023. We're not going to do another club until we get into 2024. The club ends and the monies are liquidated and distributed on 22 December. Club is still open. If you're interested, go to the link here, get spun up, purchase your membership to the club, and we'll get it taken care of. Here's how the club works, man. We go ahead and we take pooled monies, we trade it in the stock market via the club that you're in, either Shiner's trading it or I'm trading it in my club, and then we distribute evenly the profit and or loss at the end of the club round. This round ends 22 December, right in time for Christmas. It's fun. It's a passive way. If you don't got enough time to really focus on the stock market, you work too much, or you just want to supplement your already trading and investing game and just get a little skin in the game, we got you covered, man. Try it out today. The links are in the description, or go directly right to the link right here and get spun up, and I'll see you when that bell rings. $100 to $1,000 per day is possible as a TWR market warrior. So quit wasting that money that's not making money. Join the team and let's go to war. So CPI is on everyone's mind, and it's supposed to be released at 0830, and it's going to headline inflation data of 3.3. So looking at a deceleration from its September's 3.7. Now note, anything similar to 3.7 or even higher if it comes in hot, could get some extreme volatility. Now, we've ran extremely hard here recently, so I would expect if we come in cooler to see a big bump. However, I would be expecting a sharp reversal maybe midday in the market from people taking some profits off the table just in case of just, normal striking while the iron's hot. Okay, that's typically what happens when we get a cooler report. The market takes off, and then we usually get a dramatic shift with a lot of selling pressure from people getting into, basically, they're selling the news. So just be cautious on that. Okay, we're riding the trend, we're following the indicators. Just make sure the head's on the swivel and we're ready to attack. Next one I wanted to talk about is the consumers. That's the big one going into this particular week. They're in focus this week, and there's a tons of earnings that are slated. And we're talking about the economic story, which has largely been seen as resilient. However, it has not translated into the retail stocks as it has some of the other stocks. People are being more selective with their choices. They're downgrading from name brand stuff. They're going to, the cheaper stuff. Example, just case in point, right? My family, we love ranch dressing. We use it on pizza, we use it in salads, we use it as dipping sauce, right? We like Hidden Valley. But the bottle for my size of family now is almost $6, right? Because I got a big family. So instead of getting the bottle of Hidden Valley, we go for the off brand of Great Value. It's not as good as Hidden Valley, but it's still okay. And instead of paying almost $6 for the big bottle, we're only paying $3.48 for the bottle. Now, when prices come down or wages jump up to meet inflation prices and stuff like that, we'll go back to the name brand. But for right now, we're downgrading to the off brand. And I don't think I am any special case. I think I'm the norm, and I think a lot of people are doing that as well. Some things are name brand. I drink Mountain Dew, I'm going to get Mountain Dew. I'm not going to go for Mountain Thunder or whatever. People like Coke, they're going to drink Coke. They like Pepsi, they're going to drink Pepsi. But there's certain things that they will downgrade to the off brand because of the prices that are currently going on. So just keep that in mind. Same thing goes with retail, with shoes, with clothes. Instead of buying a pair of Nikes every month, now they're buying a pair of Nikes every 3 months and just being selective with where they wear it and how they wear it, so on and so forth. And then I want to talk about these two stocks. Analysts' opinions are mixed on DE and Boeing. So the companies in the industrial goods sector have received a lot of coverage today, specifically as DE and Boeing have been pushed out on a lot of analyst bandwidth and a lot of news channels. All right, so let's talk about DE real quick. So one popular analyst is maintaining a hold rating on DE and setting a price limit at 388. Now, I want you guys to understand when these analysts, specifically the popular analysts, and they're popular because they're right more often than not, and they set these limits, that is meaning that by the end of the year, that's the price they're expecting DE to be at or exceed. So at the end of the year, December 31st, it's expecting for, 2023 to close and DE to be at $388 or higher. And right now it's at $369.76. And that's how analysts do their ratings. When they put a price target, it's this stock will be this price at the end of this year. So I just wanted to put that in perspective. The word on the street in general suggests a moderate buy from analyst consensus and giving Deere a 441 target. That's an average price. So you got a little bit of a leeway in there specifically. So it might be in a good opportunity to maybe purchase some shares or even look at, some mini leaps pushing out on Deere. You could go slightly out the money towards the end of the year, somewhere between, I would say, that 388, and I wouldn't go so close to 440. I'd go 420 or so, but you could push out a little bit and see if you can make some money trading some derivatives or going in with shares and trying to flip a little bit before the end of the year. All right, first up, let's talk about Deere. So Bernstein analyst Chad Dillard maintains a hold rating on Deere and set a price yesterday at 388. And so the company currently closed at 369. Now, I want you guys to understand when analysts put these price targets, that's at the end of the year. So December 31st, Deere is expected to be at 388 or higher. Now, he is giving it kind of a moderate price target, right? Because there's general consensus of analysts across Wall Street that are actually giving a medium price target of 441. So that gives a little leeway, which would be a good opportunity potentially for a mini leap in a derivative trade where you could go out of the money slightly, maybe 400, 410, pushing out to the end of the year, or potentially buying some shares and seeing if you can make a quick flip, holding until the end of the year and seeing what will happen. Now, buying shares in Deere wouldn't be a bad idea anyways because it's a legit company, great fundamentals, and you're only almost guaranteed to go up in value over the next 5 to 10 years unless something crazy happens. So buying shares would be the safer option. However, the derivative is something I'm definitely going to look into when the market opens tomorrow. And Boeing, you already know this was on our free trade alert yesterday, but of course we probably missed the entry point on that one because it just absolutely skyrocketed in pre-market. So we're going to look for a little bit of a pullback. I still like the target where we're at. I think maybe we can go a little bit further out the money now, pushing out a little bit, maybe 310, 315 if we can hold this particular level. But if we get a pullback from this current push that we've seen, which I would like to see because it would give me a good entry point, we can definitely look at getting into that particular contract if we can get it closer to the original idea, which was closer to in the hundreds. You know, we want contracts that are about 125, 150, you know, somewhere along there, specifically with these Dow stocks. Okay, once it pops into the 200s, we probably need to reevaluate it and go a little bit further out of the money to get back into our range of 100 to 150. I keep the stocks simple, guys. 3 colors you need to focus on: purple, blue, red. Purple, that's our battle zone, okay? That's where we're at currently. Blue, that's our high target area. If we start to peak above the battle zone, we're looking for the movement to the blue area. If we start to break from the battle zone to the downside, that's the red, the low target zone. If I got some other things that I'm interested in, I'll usually use orange lines. And if there's an area of concern, I'll put that in like a rectangle yellow box. All right, so we had some earnings, not really blockbuster, fantastic earnings for the Monday, but we got some big ones that we're really looking forward to coming into the market tomorrow. So we're going to pay attention to Tyson, see how they did, because we talked about in the video yesterday. Rumble, see how they did. But the big ones that we're paying attention to looking forward is Home Depot tomorrow, C tomorrow, Pay Safe. I'm also paying attention to Target, Advanced Auto Parts, JD.com, TJX, Palo Alto, Cisco, and Baba. As Baba reports coming into Thursday, but I want to kind of watch them to see if I see an opportunity to get into a potential earnings before mover and catch some momentum. So Tyson's Food, just like we saw and thought, it was pretty volatile, spiking down, pushing up, and then kind of leveling out. It ended up at a positive after hours on the day, but ultimately it was kind of just a wash type of trade off of earnings. So nothing really spectacular there. You know, we pretty much called it the way it was. We were expecting margins to increase a little bit. You know, they weren't as bad as, you know, anticipated, but definitely, you know, there's nothing really much cracking with this particular stock. Really need to get inflation under control and get people back to purchasing name brand foods at large quantities. Rumble, downtrending, you know, this Google alternative, you know, it's kind of just tripling and hanging in there. I think as a penny stock, this would be a good opportunity to go ahead and pick yourself up 100, 200 shares and just hold this as kind of a gamble over the next 3 to 5 years and see what happens. If you got the finances, I would work towards 1,000 and, put a stop loss of about, 3, maybe 280 on this and just take a gamble trade. This could easily, come to fruition for a 2x over the next 3 to 5 years and could be a good investment if you get in early on the lows. All right, let's talk about Home Depot, man. Home Depot is setting up with a double bottom. I do like this for the push to the upside. I think going ahead and pushing out a little bit on out of the money calls, giving yourself plenty of time, and probably a target of 300 would be, about right on this particular. Earnings will be a tell. We'll see how they do in the morning, but this one's a powerhouse. So if they get some decent earnings or show some positive signs of retail sentiment coming back into the swing with the Home Depot brand, then we'll get this one to start running again. SE kind of hitting up this little, wedge channel thing that got me thinking that we might get a pop, but then a sharp decline. I mean, last earnings, you can see it dumped significantly from 62 all the way down to 34. I think we could get the pop, break the 50s, and then we could see another leg to the downside on this one. Earnings will be a tell again, but looking at this channel, these channels, I don't really like these channels right here for bullish continuation. I like it for the knee-jerk bullish pop and then a swooping sell-off based off of some fundamental reason. PaySafe, this is another one I think at this particular price is a good opportunity to go ahead and grab some shares. I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing 100 to 200 shares and holding for 3 to 5 years and just seeing what happens. If volatility comes popping into this, you could always sell covered calls against your position to generate some weekly income. But other than that, this one, depending on, the price action, you put a stop loss of about 750, buy yourself, a couple hundred shares, work your way up to 1,000, hold it 3 to 5 years. I think you have a good opportunity to double and triple your investment. Target. Well, I don't know what to think about Target, man. It all depends on their earnings and whether they can improve margins. Target's been getting absolutely beat up lately. If I was going to gamble on Target, I would say they miss again, and we might see Target swoop down towards that $100 range. It's been hovering above that, fluctuating between 105 and 114. But if they miss again and earnings are disappointment, I definitely think Target is a candidate to swoop down towards that 100, maybe even dip below 100. And then that'll probably get some serious head rolling within the organization, get maybe some activists involved in this particular brand, and get some big money institutional back into the realm of wanting to go ahead and purchase Target shares. Advanced Auto Parts. Looking at the chart, man, I gotta be bearish on this one. I just don't see the case for the bull call. I get it. We got an outside bar going on. I could easily see this pushing to 60, but I think looking at the chart, we're kind of in this little wave where we're looking to probably push a little bit to resistance and probably fail to go back down. So this one will be interesting to see. I just don't know about this one. Technicalities, if you're looking at the chart, we made new higher highs and higher lows, so we should be looking for the break out above the $60 range to going to push back towards the previous highs of 70. But I just don't know if AAP has the juice right now with consumer sentiment to justify the bullish push. I still think they got some struggles, and I bet they are going to have some issues with their earnings. JD, this is another one. I like this one for leaps, and I like this one for shares. I think purchasing shares is a good idea. I would not be surprised if these Chinese names pop off on these particular earnings calls. They've been beat up here recently. JD, BIDU, Baba. I think these are good candidates for some bullish moves to the upside. Zim, another one. I wouldn't be opposed to grabbing up 100 to 200 shares of this, working my way to 1,000. I don't know much about this. The chart is definitely downtrending. We're step laddering down, so I wouldn't want to go too heavy. I wouldn't want to pick 1,000 shares up just in one swoop. I'd want to start nibbling in at hundreds and 200 opportunities, but I think this one's a good candidate for some share accumulation. And you want to keep a stop loss on this one because it could easily go flat. So anytime you got this, you'd want to put a stop loss at about, you get your shares at what, 714, somewhere around that range. Go ahead and you put your stop loss in there at about 585, and that should also equal potentially an average down or a dollar cost averaging position as well. It doesn't have to be a hard stop loss. It could be the area where you could dollar cost average in if the fundamentals in the news aren't super crazy to the point to where you're thinking that this company is just a failing company. It's just going to continue to slide. If that's the case, then you're going to go ahead and just cut. TJX, it's hard to go ahead and be bearish on this one. It's very popular. I think we got a good candidate for a run to go try to break out from its previous high. We're looking at this recent double top here in the 90s. I think it wants to go ahead and make a run for 95. Panwa, this would be a good candidate for a short. I think we made a push up. I think we go ahead and we accelerate going into earnings. Depending on the earnings, of course, I think we have a good candidate to catch a reversal off of some bullish push. So I'd be looking more to not hop into this one through earnings, but wait till after earnings and try to catch the ride on the momentum of depending on the direction that it's going. Cisco. You already know I'm a big fan of Cisco, man. I gave a pretty good explanation of this on the last video. Cisco is a framework of artificial intelligence, of Internet of Things, of software as a service, and things of that nature. So Cisco is one of those companies that doesn't move too dramatically. It's not a sexy boom rocket ship type of stock, but it's due for a push-up. So I like this. And premiums on it, specifically in the derivative market, are extremely cheap. And I'm going to show you a free trade I'm going to look to go ahead and grab here in a minute. And Baba, man. I like Baba for the push to the upside, guys. I'm looking for leaps. I'm looking for share accumulation. I'm also looking for some short-term calls on this one. I think 85 is out the money enough. If you give yourself enough time to the end of December, I think 90 could possibly be a good area as well. And I'll be looking to go ahead and go long on this one and possibly hold through earnings. And Boeing. Man, we talked about Boeing, and I like Boeing for the push towards 215. We were waiting for the breakout. We hit the double top. We were waiting for the breakout. Actually, we hit the triple top. We were waiting for the breakout. We got the breakout. We got the good news. People are buying their jets. They got some orders. So we got definite momentum to the upside. Now, the only thing with Boeing is typically what happens with Boeing is they get these great news stories and people are buying this and people are buying that and all that, and then all of a sudden some negative news comes out and Boeing starts dipping around. So I would not be surprised if this pops up a little bit more off of these buying orders and then we see a dramatic slide back towards 205 if it pops up to 210 or back towards 200 to retest that previous support level. All right, and so we're talking about the free trade alerts. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and change the one from previous that we had on the yesterday's video. I'm going to go look at the 212.5 call pushing out to the 24th of November. The price is in the zone I like. The volume pumped up a little bit. Delta theta ratio is right where I like it. And we're going to look to try to get this one on a dippity dip so we get a little better entry. Cisco, man, This one is a cheapie, okay? Right here, look at this. This is a $60 mini leap that we're pushing out to January 2024, and you can catch this for like $9 per contract. Volume spiked on it, delta is higher than the theta. You're barely losing any per day as you're just waiting for this thing to do. This is one of those that you buy 10, 20 contracts, $200, and you just let it do its thing, and hopefully as it matures towards expiration, you'll be able to 3x to 5x your position. But we also got another one that I like as well, the 55 call. It's a little more expensive. We're still pushing on to the January 2024, but this one's a little more attainable. It should reach the button a little quicker, especially if earnings are positive. If Delta's 31, Theta's 1. This thing will absolutely take off. If we get a good earnings report and we push up a good, $4 or $5 on that one, this thing will multiply and be a great investment for us. If you want the play-by-play, you got to join the team. All the links to all the platforms are in the description. Like I said, and I said it before, I'll keep saying it, man. Traders War Room has something for everybody, every budget, and every style. And definitely, if you are interested in trading and investing, and you have a like mindset where you're looking at the market like a war zone with stocks and sectors as battles, then we want you on the team. You should want to be on our team. And all you got to do is check out our products and services in the links in the description and come and get some with the TWR Bulls, man. I'll see you on the platform when that bell rings. And now, check out some short promos of TWR's hottest products and services that we have available on our platform.
Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Crazy about my money. Money, 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 money. Crazy about my money.
Traders War Room is proud to present text message alerts, available now on the TWR storefront. If you enjoy trading and investing, you're probably familiar with some of these popular applications. These are all fantastic, but they can become overwhelming and difficult to navigate throughout the day. Add in the stresses of work, life, school, family, and you become frustrated and overwhelmed, missing opportunities.
Guys, that's so me.
Yeah, that's me.
This stops right now. Welcome to TWR's text message alerts. It's super simple too. So we watch the market, and when we see a setup we like, we push an alert like this. You as a subscriber receive this. And don't worry, we give you an exit too, just like this. So for more information, check out our storefront, links in the description. And remember, when you hear this, Traders War Room is making you this.
I need to highlight our website, traderswarroom.com. Please go check it out because we are a true one-stop shop for all traders and investors. We have something for everyone, stuff like this. Now, when I say something for all, I mean it. Whether you're looking for upcoming classes to refine and develop various trading and investing skills, or you want those fire trade alerts and signals on our Discord, instant message, or text alert platforms to get that money. Maybe you want some one-on-one coaching or mentoring to really do a deep dive and define, refine, and develop individual trading and investing skills. Or you want to develop your trading and investing strategies and skills through online education that mimics college online education except for trading and investing. Whatever it is, Traders War Room has you covered. So come check TWR out. We think you're going to love what we're about. All right, so I already gave you the breakdown earlier in this video during the alert update on our different platforms. We have 4 different platforms. If you're interested in becoming a TWR market warrior or interested on what platforms we have available, go back to the beginning of the video or go to the website or go to our upgrade chat that the link is right here. It's also in the description, and see what we have available, guys. We truly have something for everyone, every budget, and every type of style.
In the Traders War Room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose. I done made a profit and it's way before noon. Way to go, dude, come and learn how to trade stock.